Hello Internet, this is Cat Tiger here again from Blind Cat Blues, and welcome to this episode of Voiceover Point of View. In today's episode I'm going to go over how I edit a iMovie and how I get the footage from my phone or recording device to my Mac, and then how I create a iMovie project. So let's get started. So first off, I record on a tripod, a mini desk tripod. Most of the time it sits in front of my device, whichever I'm recording. At the moment it's on my Mac. And yeah, I sit on the other side. So that is my primary recording device on my phone. And once I have the footage, I airdrop it to myself on the Mac. So now, because I'm recording on my phone, I can't actually do that right now. But for the purpose of this little demonstration, I am going to stand my iPad in place for my phone. So I airdropped this to my iPad so I could airdrop it to my Mac to show you guys. So first off, you want to go to your photos,
Studio folder, 10 apps, Studio, camera, photos,
or you could simply ask Siri, show me the videos that I recorded today, or something along those lines, if you know the date.
Video play.
Now I'm going to go to albums, because there is a album that's created here. I think it's made by default, called Videos.
Video playback control, paused, camera roll, back, up.
Okay.
Albums.
So mine was already open, but I'm going to go to it anyway and pretend that it wasn't already open. So
Videos, 5, camera roll, 18 photos.
I've got camera roll,
2 favorite people, space, places, stack videos, 5
videos,
screenshots, 1
screenshots.
photo stream, 6
Okay,
photo, screenshot,
so
videos, 5
videos is what we want.
videos, albums, back button.
Now I try my best to keep this as tidy as possible. I upload the footage and then I delete it off my iPad as soon as the project has been finished.
Videos, heading, slideshow, select, button, video, 11-minute video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds, 10:26 a.m. Chart, image.
Okay, so that's the one I want, the one at the end. You can tell by the date and approximately the time, if you know the time, and the time the video runs for, the time you're recording. And you can also just double check by
Videos,
playing it, tapping it,
play video,
and
button,
playing it.
in progress, video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds, 10:26 a.m.
Good evening or good afternoon. Oh, how about g'day? That works for any time of the day, I reckon. Anyway, yep, that's the one. So I'm going to stop this. Video, and no, I'm not.
Video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds, 10:20.
And I'm going to go to share.
4 minute video, 4 minutes, video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds. Today, 10:26 a.m. Pause, button. Video, video playback control, playing. Video playback control, video playback control.
As soon as I can find the damn thing. I'm used to dealing with my phone.
Videos, back button. Video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds, 10:26 a.m. Chart, image. Select, button.
So I'm going to go select.
Done. Video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds, selected. Video, 4 minutes, 37 seconds, 10:26 a.m.
Now somewhere around here,
selected.
there
Video,
is
video,
a share.
delete, button, share,
Share,
button.
there we go.
Share, one video selected, cancel, button.
Now when you go to share, you'll come up with the options you would expect to see. How they're set out, that is up to you. I've customized some of mine. But you do want airdrop, which is normally above your Facebook, share to Facebook, share to YouTube, share to email, share to text message, so all that stuff, it's above that.
Facebook, button, draggable.
So I'm just going to wake up my Mac, and it should show up in my airdrop very shortly. Okay, there it is. So I'm going to pause the video and start this uploading. Okay, so it's uploading now. And when you select your AirDrop, obviously you need to have, I think, Bluetooth and Wi-Fi enabled on both devices to send. So when you select AirDrop, it will say AirDrop recipient, then it'll say the contact name if you have it under a contact name, and it will say the device. So I've selected my MacBook, and now we're just playing the waiting game. And I'm going to pause and check how it's going. Oh, that's what I'll mention, the progress. It gives you an idea of the progress, not as in a bar, but you can check it on your sending device by swiping back and forward to the AirDrop box, and it will say contact, name, device, insert respective fields there. Sending, that means it's in progress, obviously, and then when it's done, it will say that information plus sent. So I'm going to pause this and check it. Okay, so it said sent, so that's good. So I'm going to go to my downloads folder now, because that's where my AirDrops go to. You can change that in your Mac settings, but I'm happy with mine being there. So you can either go through your Finder, or I'm just going to use the shortcut and press Command Option L.
Downloads, window, image browser, grid.
Now I'm going to interact with
you are currently on a JPEG image inside of the grid.
Browser image grid thing.
How to upload to YouTube with voice-OverEdit. How to IMG_0041.mov QuickTime Movie.
Okay, IMG, that must be it.
Inside of the grid.
Okay, so I'm going to double check it by VO spacing on it. It is a QuickTime thing, so that's good. That means it is a video file. And this is IMG. This is the QuickTime player.
Check play / pause checkbox.
We're automatically on play button, so I'll VO space on it. And that is definitely it.
Uncheck play / pause checkbox.
So I'm going to pause it again, and I'm going to exit it, Command Q out of this.
Finder, downloads, window, IMG_0041.mov QuickTime Movie.
Now, I'm still on that file name, so I'm going to change it to something that I know, that I will remember. So I'm going to press Enter, and that's highlighted it.
How to upload to IMG_0041.mov
I'll do it again.
QuickTime Movie. IMG_0041.mov IMG_0041 is selected. Edit text.
There we go. Edit text. That's what I wanted to hear. Now I'm going to write update.
Selection A-D-A-T-E.
Because that's what this video is. Update iMovie.
iMovie space.
That should remind me.
Window update and how I make this for YouTube.mp4 MP4 movie.
Now I've already actually uploaded this and completed the project before, but for the sake of this, I'll mess around with this file in another project, and I'll show you guys how I edit and stuff. So
update iMovie.mov. Update and how I make this for YouTube. Update iMovie.mov. QuickTime Movie.
There it is. Update iMovie. I'm going to copy and paste this.
Copy. Update iMovie.mov.
Close the Finder.
You are currently in a folder. BKB Media folder.
I have a file here that's called temp vid iMovie, and that's basically what I put mostly all my files that I am temporarily working on for an iMovie project, and then I will go and delete them out of it afterwards.
Temp vid iMovie window, image browser group.
So there's already stuff in here, but it's because I'm just lazy, but I'm going to put it in here.
You are currently on a QuickTime paste item.
Okay. So it's in here.
Update iMovie.mov. QuickTime Movie.
Now I'm going to
close window. Desktop.
Command W out. And I'm just going to pause this for a second and have a sip of water. Okay, so welcome back. Now, our next step is to launch iMovie.
Spotlight, system dialog.
Spotlight search. You could go through your applications.
Spotlight search. You are currently on a text field. To enter text in this field,
I'm just going to bring up the Spotlight, and which is with Command and Space bar. Make sure you hold Command first before the space bar. Okay, and now I'm going to type iMovie.
I-M-O-V-I. iMovie.
There it is.
Completion selected.
Press Enter on it.
Finder, desktop, temp vid iMovie folder. You are currently on a folder. iMovie window, toolbar. You are currently on a toolbar. To interact with items on this toolbar, press Control, Option, Shift, down arrow.
Now we are in iMovie, and I'm going to VO Home
toolbar.
to get to the toolbar.
Interact with toolbar. 4 items, media, radio button.
And I'm just going to double check that I'm in the projects, which I am.
Selected. Stop interacting with toolbar.
So from here, we need to get to the image browser grid,
You are currently on the grid.
which I did by VO end, which is function VO left arrow for end of document or window, and the opposite is true for VO home. Now we can either interact with this and select a new project, or we could do the shortcut, which is really cool. I love shortcuts, just so much time savers, and press Command N for Nova.
New movie, event media sidebar, table, row 7 of 8, PKB assets, selected.
Okay.
You are currently on a table. To enter this table, press Control, Option, Shift, down arrow.
Now,
horizontal splitter, toggle light.
you don't have to do this.
All clips, pop, search film trip, search text, clip appearance, events group, add favorite, reject selection button, previous button, play pause button,
But
next
I'm
button,
just
play
going
vertical
to
splitter, collapse on left, slash.
go to my media sidebar.
You are my audio button, titles button, backgrounds button, transitions button, horizontal splitter, enhance, dim, horizontal transitions button, show backgrounds button, titles button, audio button, my media button, toolbar. You are currently on a toolbar, background, transitions
Just because I don't want it to be in my
color correction, cropping, dim, stabilization, volume, noise reduction, speed, clip filter, clip information, reset all, reset clip, event media sidebar, table, row 7 of 8, PKB assets, interactive event media sidebar, table,
it
row
is
7
full
of 8,
of a lot of
PKB
stuff
assets,
in here, so
selected.
yeah.
Hi. You are currently
I'm
on a
going to
text
go
field inside of a table.
to, I just
enter
didn't want it
text
to be in my save the events in another thing right now, because yeah, that's one I like to keep
Stop
clean.
interacting with event media, horizontal splitter,
So
toggle libraries, uncheck
we're in
checkbox.
somewhere else now,
Event name
in
button.
event name
You are currently on
I,
a button.
which I just
You
made
are
up
currently on a button. To
as
click this button,
gibberish.
press all clips, pop-up button.
So I'm
Choose an option
sorry,
filter,
I
clips in select event.
am tangenting
Search
a little
filter,
bit,
search text
so
field.
back onto it. We
You are
want
currently
to
on a text field.
get
To enter
to
text in this field, type.
the events group.
Clip appearance, display area, split group, events group. You are
Here
currently
it
on a
is.
group. To interact with items in this group, press Control, Option, Shift, down arrow.
Now, this video is already loaded, so what I'm going to do is show you guys how to delete an event, something out of an event. So
Interact with events.
interact with it.
Storm group. You are currently on a group. 0.00
Oh, it's a
seconds.
different
Stable,
one.
storm
That's
group.
cool.
You are currently
But
on a
I'm
group
still going
inside
to
of a group.
delete it
To interact with
anyway.
items in this
So
group,
I'm
press
going to
Control, Option,
press
Shift, down arrow. To enter this group, press Control, Option,
Shift
up arrow.
and space. Now I'm going to press Command and delete.
Delete media from event. Delete from iMovie library.
And I'm
Deleting
going to say
deleting a selected files will remove them.
because
Cancel button.
this is an
Delete
old.
default button. iMovie window.
Okay.
0.00 seconds. Persistent
Now,
playhead group. You are events group.
How to
You are currently
import.
on a value
This is
indicator
what we
inside the
want.
group. To exit this group,
So
press Control, Option, Shift,
I'm
up
going
arrow.
to press Command and I for import. This is awkward because I'm reaching around my camera a little bit awkwardly, but that's fine.
You are currently on a table.
I'm going to
enter this
interact with this
press interact
table.
Organizer film list outline view table. Row name. PKB Sarah text. DVD library. Go for YouTube. iBlink radio. Menu tab for
I'm going to
Facebook.
find my
Player alias.
temp
Skype alias.
iMovie folder.
Expand. Parent BNA slash temp vid iMovie. Expanded. 3 items enclosed.
Okay,
Level
so
1.
now
Parent
we're
BNA slash
expanded.
iOS 2 slash 2.mov. Level 2. Parent BNAW slash iOS 1 slash 2.mov. Organizer film list name column. You are currently on a text element inside of a table. To navigate, update iMovie.mov. Organizer film list name column.
Okay,
You
so
are
here's
currently on
my
a text element
update
inside of a table.
iMovie.
To navigate the cells within the table, press Control
One that I recorded today. That's the one I uploaded with AirDrop. I'm going to press Enter on this.
iMovie window. Update iMovie value indicator. You are currently on a value indicator inside of a group. To enter 0.00 seconds. PKB Sarah text outro group. 0.00 seconds. 0.00
Now I'm going
seconds.
to
Update
find
iMovie group.
in the Update
You are currently on a
iMovie group.
inside of a
There it is.
To interact with items in this group, press
Now,
Control, Shift,
when
down
you
arrow.
find
To
it,
enter this group, press Control,
to enter it in the timeline, you can either press W, and that will put it at the start of the timeline, or you can press E, which will put it at the end of the timeline. So normally I just use E because I tend to put my clips and edit them in the order that I would lay them out. Yeah, so and if I did have a like a title sort of screen that similar to what I've got for my ending, I would probably use W to put that there, but I don't. So let's just have a play here. So I'm going to press E to enter it in the timeline. Now I'm going to interact out
Stop
of
interacting with events group.
the events group. Now I'm going to VO end
Project timeline layout area.
to the timeline.
You are currently in layout area.
Or you could have VO left a whole bunch of times, but yeah. Now, before I enter the timeline, I'm just going to check
Settings
my
button.
slider.
0% slider.
Okay,
You are
so
currently on a slider.
the
To start
slider
interacting
is,
with the slider, press Control dash Option dash.
I think visually it's like a magnification effect for your timeline. I don't know if it actually makes it look bigger, but it's kind of like for people who could see the timeline, they would have a lot more room to edit using the mouse, as opposed to if it was out further. You know, the difference between a millimeter might be a couple of minutes of footage, but when it's in a lower number, like 10 or something, it could be only a couple of seconds sort of thing. But for us, because we are using VoiceOver, pretty much the general rule is bigger the better, really. I like 88.
It's 8:30.
I don't know, maybe that's just
Increment.
because I'm weird.
Increment. 33 point. Increment. 50%. Slider.
Now you could either
Increment. 66.7%. Slider.
interact with it to change it, or I'm just VOing on it and it's
Increment.
incrementing
83.7%.
it.
Slider.
Okay, 83, that'll work for me.
Settings. Project timeline layout area. You are
Now
currently in layout area.
I'm going to enter the timeline.
Interact with project timeline layout area. 2 items. 276.81 seconds. Playhead value indicator.
Okay, so first thing we're going to do is use the normal home command to bring the timeline, the playhead to the start of the timeline. So that is function and your left arrow. Now, the way you edit as a low vision user using VoiceOver is basically by sound cues. So we're going to have to watch our video and edit. So you'll probably end up having to watch your video multiple times. So I'm going to start this with spacebar.
Okay, good morning internet, or good evening, or good afternoon. Oh, how about g'day? That works for any time of the day, I reckon.
It's weird hearing yourself.
This is just an update video, and no, I'm
Now,
not using
I'm going to pause it
my-
here, and I'm going to use the home command to get the playhead back to the start. Now, to show you guys how to edit, what I'm going to do, let's say I'm going to start the edit point after I say good afternoon or good evening, whichever, and I'm going to edit out where I say something along the lines of or good day, that works at any time of the day. So I'm gonna play up to the point where the edit will start.
Okay, good morning internet, or good evening, or good afternoon. Oh, how about g'day? That works.
Oops, I missed it. Try again.
Okay, good morning internet, or good evening, or
I'll just start it here. Okay, so I've paused it with the spacebar. Now, I want to split the clip, so I'm going to use Command and B.
Split clip.
Now I'm going to press space again to start it playing.
or good afternoon. Oh, how about g'day? That works for any time of the day, I reckon.
Now I'm going to pause it here. Now this is shoddy timing, I know, but this is a demonstration, so it doesn't have to be super clean. So I'm going to Command B again.
Split clip.
Now, this is where my tutorial differs to the one Blinky Chicks put out. They're worth looking up to. They are quite good, and thanks to them, it was them that gave me the incentive to get into making YouTube videos. So I will link them in the description. But this is where I do mine.
11.31 seconds. Playhead
So
value indicator.
we have to VO all the way back to the start of the timeline to where we hear current playhead.
11.31 seconds. Playhead value indicator.
Playhead value indicator. That's what we
11.31
want.
seconds. Playhead value
Now,
indicator.
this time code here,
11.31 seconds. Playhead value
11.31
indicator.
seconds, that represents where our playhead is, and we stopped our playhead and split the clip. So therefore that represents where the end of the split is. So I have to VO right until I hear that decode that time.
0.00 seconds. 80 dash click colon. Up 5.21 seconds. 80 dash 11.31 seconds. 80 dash click colon.
There it
Update
is.
layout item. You are currently in
Now,
a layout item inside a layout area.
I can't press delete here because that will delete everything after the split. I want to delete everything in between the split, and I can't press delete at 0 either because that will delete everything before the previous split, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to VO, so you find the time and then you VO left once.
5.21 seconds. 80 dash click colon.
5.21
Update layout item.
seconds. Now I'm going to
You are
press
currently in a
delete
layout item
here.
inside a layout area.
Now, just ordinary delete, not command delete, just delete. So I'm going to put the playhead to the start of this project again, and I'm going to press play to start it, and we're going to hear the difference.
Good morning, Internet, or good evening, or anyway.
There you go. See, it's not there anymore.
8:35 p.m.
Now,
Thursday, the 1st of
to
December.
undo a
58%
delete.
battery power.
I'm sorry, it's hard talking over my own screen reader crap. I'm going to press Command and Z, or Z, whichever country you happen to be in, and yeah. So Command and Z for Zulu, or Zelda. That was a good game.
Undo delete.
Okay, now I might just
0.00
demonstrate
seconds.
how
80 dash click
the
colon. Update
split
layout
can
item.
affect
You are currently in a layout item
where
inside a layout
the
area.
delete occurs.
11.31 seconds. Playhead value indicator. 11.31 seconds. Playhead value indicator. 0.00 seconds. 80 dash click colon.
Okay,
Update
so
layout item.
let's
You
say,
are currently in a layout item inside a layout area.
okay, so I'm at 00 now. That's where the current, not the playhead, but that's where my VO focus is. Now if I press delete here, and I start playing the video from the start,
Or good afternoon. Or how about good day? That works for
that is our split,
any time of the day.
where
I
we
reckon.
wanted to delete it, but we
Anyway.
did it wrong. I did it wrong on purpose
This is
this
just an
time.
update
So
video.
I lost the
and,
actual introduction. So I'm going to press Z, Command Z, undo,
Undo delete.
and
11.31 seconds.
I'm
Playhead
going
value
to go
indicator.
to the other
You
side
are
of
currently in
the
a value
playhead.
5.21 seconds. 11.31 seconds. 80 dash click colon. Update iMovie layout item. You are currently in a layout
And
item
I'm
inside a
going
layout area.
to press home and start playing again.
Okay. Good morning, Internet, or good evening, or good afternoon. Or how about good day? That works for any time of the day, I reckon.
And then I've lost the rest of the entire video after that point. So you do have to be careful about where you do the split, and about where you press delete after you've made the splits.
Undo delete.
That was a lesson hard learnt. So that's the example. So to summarize that step, because I've probably just confused you and overloaded, perhaps, in case I have. So you make your splits at the either side of the part you want to get rid of, and then you go to your
5.21 seconds. 80 dash 0.00 seconds. 0.00 seconds. Playhead value
you go
indicator.
to your playhead
You are currently in
indicator,
a value indicator inside a layout area.
and you would find where that time code is, and then navigate towards it to where that is, and then VO left 1. That's where your splits would be. So you want it between the splits. Let me know if that doesn't make sense in the comments, and I'll try and explain further. But let's move on. Let's say you can put other clips in here. Excuse me. So you can put other clips in here. So let's put
Stop
another
interacting
clip.
project timeline layout area.
You can put multiple clips. Say that you didn't do everything in one take. So you can put them together, back to back,
Settings button. 83.3%.
which
Slider.
is great
You are currently
because
on 4 colon, slash,
before
0
I
colon,
could do
0,
that,
0. Vertical splitter. Collapse on the play full screen. Next button.
I used
Play
to
pause
have to
button.
get everything in
Previous
at
button.
one
Record
take,
voiceover.
and it was
Events group.
painful.
Display area. Split group. Clip appearance. Unchecked checkbox. Search filter.
So I'm going to
Search text field. All
VO
clips. Pop up button.
left
You are currently on a button. Event name
after
button.
I've
You are currently on a button. To click this
exited
button,
the
press Control
timeline,
dash option dash. Unchecked
back
checkbox.
to the
Toggle libraries.
group
Unchecked. Horizontal splitter. Event media sidebar. Table.
event
Row A to B.
media.
Reset clip. Dim.
And I've got a
Reset all.
feeling while I was
Clip information.
ranting,
Unchecked check.
I
Clip
might
filter
have
and audio
missed
effects.
it.
Speed. Dim. Unchecked check. Clip. Clip.
I think I
Reset.
did.
Event media sidebar.
Sorry.
Horizontal
Let's
splitter.
go
Toggle
back.
library. Unchecked check. Event name button. Button. Choose an option to filter clips in select. Search film strip. Search clip appearance. Display area. Split group. Events group.
Here we go. Here's the
You are
events
currently on a
group.
To interact with items in this group, press
Now-
Control, Option, Shift, down arrow.
I could either bring in a new clip using that same method I showed you earlier, or iMovie saves the previous things that you have imported. So I'm just going to
Interact
use
with events group.
my
For items, update iMovie group. BKB Siri text outro group.
BKB
You
Siri
are currently on a
text.
group inside of a group. To interact with items in this group, press Control, Option,
Text
Shift, down
outro.
arrow. To exit this group, press Control, Option, Shift, up arrow.
Okay. And just for funsies, let's press W to insert it at the start of the clip. And I'm also going to press E to put it at the end. But I will show you how to delete the one at the start in case you accidentally put something in there. So I'm going to press W. And now I'm also going to press E while I'm here. Now,
Stop interacting with events group.
I'm going to go to our events group.
Project timeline layout area.
Timeline group, sorry.
You are currently on layout area.
I'm going to interact with that.
Interact with project timeline layout area.
I'm going
6
to
items. 296.76 seconds. Play at value indicator.
home, so function and the left arrow. And now I'm going to play it.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you next time, smiley emoji.
Okay. Good morning, internet, or good evening, or good afternoon. Or how about good day?
Okay, so
That
I'm going
works.
to pause it here. So that's an example of how you put two clips together. And of course I've got mine at the end there as well. So, oops, oh dear, I accidentally put my outro as my intro. Oh dear, what shall I do? Well, it's pretty easy. You just, if you listen carefully, when you
18.05
VO
seconds.
through
Play
this,
at value indicator. 18.05 seconds. Play at value indicator. 18.05 seconds. Play at value indicator.
it will
18.05
announce.
seconds. Play at value indicator.
I'll go to the start actually, it'll be
18.05
easier to
seconds.
hear it.
Play at value indicator. You are currently on a value indicator inside the layout area. 0.00 seconds. 80 dash click colon. BKB Siri text outro layout item.
Now you see how
You
it
are
said
currently on layout item inside the layout area.
BKB Siri text outro?
9.98 seconds. 80 dash click colon. Update iMovie layout item.
And this
You are
one
currently on
starts a
layout
new
inside layout area.
new split where we've inserted the new clip, and that started at 9 point something. So, and if I go through it again,
15.18 seconds. 80 dash click colon. Update iMovie layout item. 21.29
okay, so
seconds.
it's
80 dash
probably
click
going
colon.
to
Update
keep
80 dash
doing
click
this
colon.
for a while.
BKB Siri text outro layout item.
There it is. There's
You
my
are currently
end
on
one
layout
as
item
well.
inside the layout area.
So if you do listen and VO along, you can hear where the clip starts. So
15, 9, 0, 18.05, 18.05, 18.05 seconds.
I'm going to go back to 0.
18.05 seconds. Play at value indicator. 0.00 seconds. 80 dash click colon. BKB Siri text outro layout item.
Now
You are
I'm
currently on layout
going
item inside the
to
layout area.
press VO shift space to click on this. And now I'm going to press delete. And now I'm going to VO, sorry, not VO, but function key left to bring the player head to the start, and I'm going to press space.
Okay.
And
Good morning, internet,
my
or good
accidental
evening, or good afternoon. Or how about
piece
good day?
is
That works
gone,
for any
but the
any
one at
time
the
of the day, I
end
reckon.
is also still there.
Anyway,
So that is a example of how you would edit your movie, and I hope it's helped you guys out. So the last step would be exporting. So
Stop interacting with project timeline
the
layout area.
easiest way to do this is
Toolbar. You are currently on a toolbar.
VO
To interact with items
back
on
to the
press
toolbar,
Control, dash
interact
dash
with the
shift, interact with
toolbar,
5 items
and then
projects
right
button.
at the end of the toolbar,
Top. My movie. Share button.
there's share.
Share. You are currently
VO
on, a
on
button.
that.
Inside of it. Press 8 items. Theater button.
Now we want to go to File, but you do have other options here. You've got
Email button.
you know,
Your iTunes
email,
button.
iTunes,
button.
YouTube,
Facebook button.
Facebook,
Vimeo button. Image
Vimeo,
button. File button.
File.
You are currently on a
That's
button.
what we
To
want.
click
We
this
want
button, press Control,
File.
dash option, dash space. Image but file button. You are currently on a file.
Zero space
4
on
minutes
that.
46 seconds. 439 megabyte. iMovie has new dialogue. Duration.
iMovie
You are currently on a text
has
element.
new
Press
dialogue.
file button.
So
403.
We
Scroll
want to
area.
go to the scroll
You are
area and
currently on
just
scroll
double
area.
check
Interact with scroll
what
area.
everything
13
is.
items. My movie.
So
Edit
you'll
text.
have my movie. So you could name that whatever you
Selection delete.
want. Let's call this demo.
D-E-M-O.
Demo.
Demo. Space.
iMovie.
O-V-I-E. iMovie. Description colon. Dim.
Now you can set a
You are currently on a
description.
text element inside of the scroll area. To stop interacting with this scroll area,
I
press
don't
Control
do
dash
that
dash shift dash up arrow.
because it asked me to do it in YouTube anyway. Just probably because I'm lazy, but I wonder if it does transfer over. Let's see. I'm gonna write
I-M-O-V-I-E space E
demo
M-O space V-I-E
vid
space with
for
L space for Y-O-U-T-U-B-E
YouTube.
space YouTube. This video is about my movie. Content
I'm
selected.
going to
Edit text.
probably cancel this
You are
because it's
currently on
already
a text
up.
field. Tag colon.
This
Dimmed.
one.
You are currently on a text
Okay,
element.
so you can
iMovie.
set
Content selected.
tags.
Edit text. Format colon. Dimmed. Your video and audio.
Format,
Format
this
colon.
is
Pop-up button.
video and
Resolution
audio.
colon.
Yes,
Dimmed.
we do. Resolution
720p. Resolution colon.
720. I'm going to leave it as
Choose the
that.
video resolution. You are
I
currently
think
on
it
a pop-up
actually
button inside the
is
scroll area. To display a list of options, press Control dash option dash space.
1020p.
To stop interacting with this scroll area, press Control dash option dash shift dash up arrow.
But I've saved mine there as default.
Quality colon. Dimmed. High. Quality colon. Compress colon. Dimmed. Faster. Compress colon. Faster. Compress colon.
Okay.
Pop-up button. Stop interacting with
So-
scroll area. Add to theater. Unchecked. Cancel button. You are currently next to
We
the
need the
default
next button now.
You are currently
So
on the button.
Vidio
To click this button, press Control dash option dash
interact
space.
out of the scroll area and go to the next button.
It's 8:45. Press next notices. Default button. You are currently on a text field. Disclosure. Unchecked. Checkbox. Where colon. You are currently on a
This
text
is the
element.
destination. Where do we want it?
Desktop. Where colon.
I
Pop-up button.
have mine set.
You are currently
Let's
on a
leave
pop-up
it
button.
as
To display a list of
desktop.
options, press cancel button. Save button.
You
You
can
are
put
currently
it
on a button.
wherever,
To click this
obviously.
button, press Control dash
I'm
option
just
dash
going to
space.
press save.
Press save. Share button. Share. You are currently on a button inside of the progress indicator button.
Now, if
Show
you
activity.
VO
You are
left
currently on a button inside of
one
the toolbar. To
from
click this button,
the
press
share
Control
button,
dash option dash space. To
now
navigate
that
items on this
you
toolbar, press
are
Control dash option and then up arrow,
exporting,
down arrow, left arrow, or right arrow. To exit this
you
toolbar,
do
press
have
press
a
interact with
progress
list.
bar.
Importing clips.
So
Text.
you
Text group. You are currently in a
VO
group.
space
To
on
extract,
that,
copying projects. Text. Exporting. My movie.
and you can
Writing.
just get an
Demo
idea
iMovie.
how long
Movie
it's
42.
going to
MP4.
take.
Cancel show button. Button. 1 minute. Group.
1 minute, that's not too
Exporting my
bad.
movie. Writing. Demo iMovie. Movie for YouTube.mp4. Cancel show button. Button. 1 minute. Group.
So, I'm going to pause this while it's doing its little thing. Okay, welcome back. So, now I have a notification saying share
Close
successful,
button. Share successful. iMovie image. Exporting my movie. Show button.
and I'm
You are
going to
currently on a
press
button.
show
To click show button.
just to make the thing
Ex-
go away.
iMovie.
I think
Share
we can
successful.
close it.
Close button.
Oh, there's a close
You are
button. I'm
currently
going
on
to
a
do
button.
that.
To click this button, press close iMovie window.
Now,
Progress indicator button. Show activity. You are currently on a button inside
we're
the toolbar.
still in
To click this
iMovie
button,
right
press
now,
Control
so
dash option dash space. To navigate items on this toolbar, press Control
to
dash option and then up arrow,
save
down arrow,
this,
left arrow, or right arrow. To exit this toolbar, press Control dash option dash shift dash up arrow.
what we're going to do
Projects
is we're
button.
going to VO on the toolbar to projects,
Press projects button.
space, VO
Type a name
space
for your
on
movie.
that.
You are currently on a
Now,
text field.
it
To enter text in this
asks
field,
you
type
name it, so I'm going to call it
selection
demo.
deleted. D-E-M-O. Demo. There is no item with keyboard focus.
And then you press enter, and then you will lose keyboard focus. So we have to command tab to the Finder
Finder.
or any
Finder,
other
desktop,
window,
10-bit iMovie folder,
and then
iMovie,
VO
iMovie,
back.
iMovie window, toolbar. You are currently on a toolbar.
Okay.
To interact with the items on this toolbar, press Control dash
Now,
option dash shift
I'm going
dash
to show you
down arrow.
guys how to delete a project, because I have now 2 of those. So we want to VO
Find
to
most
the
recent. Pop search
browse
text field.
image,
Image browser grid.
image browser.
You are currently on a grid. Interact with image browser grid. Create new image. Demo image. You are currently on
There's
an image
a demo.
inside of the grid. How to use iMovie with voice-over image. You are currently on an
Okay,
image inside of the grid.
That is also one I want to get rid of. That is the same one that I did earlier, but I accidentally named it wrong because I got confused because I was making a video about making a video, so yeah, it did weird things to my brain. So I'm going to delete that. So, because I've got that one now, the other one there, so I'm going to press VO space.
Press how to use iMovie with voice-over image.
Sorry, I stand corrected. VO shift space, I'm sorry. That's like a mouse click. You heard the different sound there. Now, we can press Command Delete.
Delete project. Are you sure you want to delete this project? All media files in this project will be copied into your library in an event named How to use iMovie with voice-over. You are currently on a text element.
Now, I will also go over how to delete an event, probably in another video, because this is getting very long.
All media files in this project will be copied into your library
And
in
I
an event
don't
named
want
How
to
to use iMovie with voice-over.
scare
You are
some
currently on a text
people
element.
away from doing iMovies, because it's actually pretty fun. And if I can learn how to do it, I swear anybody can.
Cancel button. Continue. Default button.
So
You are
I'm
currently
going
on
to
continue.
press
Default button.
Continue.
iMovie window. Non-image. You are currently on image inside of the grid.
And once again, we
Braille
have...
Apex non-image. Braille Apex pairing
So
Braille
these
Apex
are my
otherwise image.
other,
Braille Apex overview image. Braille Apex overview image. Pairing Braille Apex menu
other
non-image.
projects in
Demo
here.
image.
So
You are currently
now
on image
I'm
inside of the grid.
going to close iMovie, so Command Q.
Finder, desktop, 10 vid iMovie folder. You are currently on a folder.
Okay, and welcome back, Internet. Had a bit of a technical issue then, but it's all good now. So, I'm going to end this video here. So, thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you got something out of it. Yeah, so let me know if this helped, and if you decide to start a YouTube channel, give me a yell. I'll sub. There needs to be more blind and vision impaired YouTubers out there, man. That'd be cool. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching. I'm Cat Tiger from Blind Cat Blues, and I've got a few more videos coming down the line. Keep an eye out for my how to upload video, how to compress a video to upload to YouTube. Very useful if your video's over 15 minutes long, which this one probably will be. And also a look at my recording rig. So hopefully you guys will enjoy those too. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thanks a lot, guys. You guys rock. I appreciate my subscribers. Please share if you think this video is of interest to someone you know. If any of my other YouTube videos are of use to someone else you know, please tell them about me. And I will see you guys in another video. As always, take care. Happy gaming. Peace out.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you next time, smiley emoji.